Imagine a world where the liberation of Europe never happened in June 1944. A world where the skies over the English Channel were filled not with Allied planes, but with supersonic missiles that simply could not be stopped. This is the terrifying alternate history of Hitler's V-weapons. In early 1943, the German rocket program at Peenemünde was on the verge of a breakthrough. Led by Wernher von Braun, the team was developing the A4 rocket, better known as the V2. It was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile. Alongside it was the V1, the Doodlebug, a pulse jet-powered cruise missile that made a terrifying buzzing sound until its engine cut out, the silence being the signal that death was falling from the sky. But on the night of August 17, 1943, the Royal Air Force launched Operation Hydra. Nearly 600 bombers devastated Peenemünde. The raid killed hundreds of people, including key scientists like Walter Thiel. This set the program back by at least 6 critical months. But what if the V-weapons had arrived early? What if Peenemünde had been moved to the underground safety of the Harz Mountains a year earlier? If the V1 and V2 had been operational by late 1943, the target wouldn't have just been London. The Germans would have turned their sights on the Overlord staging areas, the ports of Southampton, Portsmouth and Plymouth. At the time, these ports were overflowing with millions of Allied troops, thousands of ships and massive fuel dumps. A single V2 rocket, travelling at supersonic speeds, carries a 1-ton warhead. While inaccurate, hitting a target as dense as a staging port would have been catastrophic. Imagine the chaos. Thousands of troops killed while still in their barracks. Fuel dumps erupting into firestorms. The delicate logistics of D-Day shattered before a single boat even left the dock. General Dwight D. Eisenhower famously remarked that if the V-weapons had arrived just 6 months earlier, the invasion of Europe might have been impossible. A delay of D-Day from 1944 to 1945 would have changed everything. It would have given the Germans time to finish the Type 21 U-boat, potentially restarting the Battle of the Atlantic. It would have allowed the Me-262 jet fighter to enter mass production, challenging Allied air superiority. The 6-month delay caused by Operation Hydra wasn't just a military setback, it was the moment that saved the Western world. The V-weapons were a glimpse into a terrifying future, a future that, thankfully, arrived just too late. If you enjoyed this deep dive into alternate history, subscribe for our next episode where we explore what if the Me-262 jet fighter had entered the war in 1943. Thanks for watching.